Welcome back to Rampage Pro Wrestling. Glad you joined us today. And coming up now, an outstanding challenge. And this young man here is definitely Jimmy Rave approved.
Al moved up in the PWA 500 rankings, was their runner-up Rookie of the Year, one of the standout stars here at Rampage Pro Wrestling. You may not like the Jimmy Rave approved team, but we constantly say it, you cannot deny the talent of the participants, and Corey Hollis, one of the standout performers and one of the bright shining stars here at Rampage Pro Wrestling, no doubt about it.
He has quite a challenge lined up for him today on the program. Corey Hollis has a great, outstanding background in amateur wrestling. We see that a lot in his matches.
But what a challenge he has here. We've seen this match before.
And J Rod, one of the most popular wrestlers ever in Rampage Pro Wrestling. And he is a Triple Crown winner, meaning he has held all the titles here.
And the only man to have ever done that is this man right here. You know, as you look at J Rod, look back at the segment that just preceded this one, we saw Officer Chris Jacobs in some of his training consultation with Wrestling 2, and then a recent match he had with various participants. And you're looking there at a rookie trying to get into the business, and you're looking here at J Rod, someone who's accomplished everything you can possibly accomplish at Rampage Pro Wrestling, sort of the yin to yang of that. But as you look at Corey Hollis, 2 years in the business, you'd want to say this is a rookie, the advantage to J Rod. But when it comes to straight up wrestling, I don't know who has the advantage in this match, Ben.
You're correct. Corey Hollis cannot be undersold here. Just his amateur background alone, it makes him a very tough competitor, and his pro wrestling switchover has been very smooth thus far. Good go behind and ride now. Flown over there by Corey Hollis into a pinning lateral press. Not enough, and I think there's a lot of respect between the two, even though the Jimmy Rave approved camp doesn't always show respect.
Go behind there by Hollis. He has the waist cinch right there. J Rod now trying to get out, manages to bar the arm. He's got control, brings it up around. Looks for a hammerlock, doesn't get it, but manages to put pressure on that. Little back and forth right here. Neither man really showing great advantage over the other. Although if I were J Rod, I don't know if I'd want to exchange hold for a hold. J Rod's strength are in his strikes and in his kicks, and I would think he'd go to that offense at some point.
Signal leg takedown and
roll through right there. He's got a pinning predicament, but only a count of one. A little early in the match for that.
I think there's part of Corey Hollis that really wants to out-wrestle J Rod. I think he really wants to prove himself to J Rod one-on-one wrestling.
Now, he is the pure wrestler of the Jimmy Rave approved team. Mike Posey is a ground and pound kind of guy, a hold guy, as opposed to a chain. And of course, Chip Day with those devastating kicks, the veteran Sal Renaro, and of course the leader of the group, the Svengali, Jimmy Rave. Each of them brings something special to the party.
Good Russian leg sweep, and now both men back to their feet. It's great to see this type of competition. That time, notice how he got those leg scissors around him, and now double behind rides him. Now, cinch around the waist, and notice the leg now of J Rod trying to escape. But it is Corey Hollis using the upper body strength.
J Rod made the mistake of going to his back. Now bridge out there, he manages to reverse it. But look at the strength of the neck there of Corey Hollis, able to bridge the combined weight of both of them. Goes behind, takes a single leg, floats over, has a front face lock, reversal by J Rod. He floats over, waist cinch.
And got that front chance free now, and it's great catcher's catch can style of wrestling here. Les Thornton used to do a lot of this.
Very much so.
And now go behind and rolls him into the ropes, tries to roll him over, but it's Hollis holding onto the ropes and kicks him out to the floor, and J Rod now back to his feet.
Well, and Hollis went a little far when he went outside, caught his mouth right on the front of that railing, managed to stop himself from further damage, but you know he felt that. And now he looks to the ring. A little more respect for J Rod right now from Corey Hollis.
You know, a lot of wrestlers don't have teeth for reasons just like that.
Very much so.
We won't name any names. In the ring now, once again circling, and good locked up here, collar and elbow. And snapmare by Corey Hollis, boot to the back, a little more aggressiveness there as we've seen from Hollis, and a shove backwards by J Rod. Both these men can certainly have tempers. J Rod, we've seen, had a very extreme temper before.
Well, and you're leading to J Rod's strength when you start throwing kicks, and maybe that's the point. Maybe Hollis is saying, I can bring a kick too. I know that's your strong point, but I'm going to play your offense against you. Snapmare there goes over it well, and there's J Rod returning the favor, and it's Hollis just laying there and taking it.
Turnabout is fair play, right?
Well, I don't know if it's fair play or not, but that's what's going on, and they're now in each other's face, and Hollis brings him over, swings, kicks, mule kick, catches him in the forehead. This is getting a little personal.
Whoa,
well,
slap to the face now. It's getting very personal. Snapmare again by J Rod, and there's the kick, front thrust kick to the chest of Corey Hollis. High knee there by J Rod. Arm whips him across, reversal by Corey Hollis. Caught him with an elbow.
Hollis has him, lays him up. He's trying to get him up and over, and he does. Gets him to the outside, brings up an enziguri. Now it's J Rod out to the floor. He returned that favor. Wasn't able to get him into the ring post, or into the ring barrier area, but he sure tried. Takes him up, and there's a chop. Crowd have been chanting for those, and now a return. Crowd's getting what they wanted from these two competitors.
And now you're seeing all that catcher's catch can going out the window, and it's just going to be a brawl now. Covered now, lateral press, hooks the leg, and notice how he wings the leg. Doesn't just hook it, but wings it.
Good performance there by Hollis, paintbrushing him with the foot, taunting him a little bit, paintbrushes him again. I think Hollis needs to be careful with that, and that's why. Return, there's a forearm to the face, but Hollis hooks him, suplexes him over, floats through, has him hooked, 2 count.
Again, Dustin Robinson doing a great job here at Rampage Pro Wrestling. And remind the fans that we do return on Sunday, September 4th, 2 p.m. with the 3rd year anniversary. Suplex again and float over ride and lateral press by Corey Hollis again. Not enough.
Now it's taking it out of J Rod, though. You can see a lot of the speed that this match started with it. That's ebbed at this point as some of the time begins to take its toll on both of these athletes. Whoa.
If this were not enough, still to come, our main event on TV today, NWA RPW Tag Team Title Match, Cedric Alexander and Caleb Conley against Hotline Love. Still coming up.
Well, but we know the suspects are owed a title match because we saw a match not that long ago where Sean Banks one-on-one against Murder One. He lost that match. There's a title match in the future of the suspects. It's not going to be on this episode of television, but we know it's going to come up soon. Who knows? Maybe it'll be at the anniversary show on the 4th.
You never know, and I'm sure some big things will come up on that anniversary event for sure. Catches him with the trunks and sets him over that top turnbuckle, and that goes down the hard way. At that time, caught him with those double knees. He calls out the FML. When he follows up with the high knees, we've seen those Superman knees before.
Neck breaker right there, and he's got the cover, but doesn't have the leg, and that, enables Corey Hollis to get a full kick out right there, manages to force him off.
Now both men getting up slowly, and J Rod up first, caught him with a boot. And it is Corey Hollis just hanging on to that rope with one arm and now shoving J Rod backwards, fighting back, trying to fight out of that rope area, and now hard chop by Corey Hollis. Return by J Rod, caught him that time with a back elbow. Could have done his eye with that one.
That back elbow is blind, and he just comes with it. We saw him hit Marvelous Michael Stevens in the mouth with that a couple of months ago. Stevens barely able to stay in the match because of the impact, bloodied up. J Rod managed to move away slightly from that blow, and that's the only reason I think he's coherent and still in this match.
Uppercut there by Corey Hollis. Set and ready now, arm whip reversal, and it's Hollis goes in, good go behind. Schoolboy rolls him up. Notice he's going into a different variation there.
A little close to the ropes. I'm not sure that's the right ring positioning for this particular move. J Rod realizes he's close enough to get out, but instead he goes for the ropes but takes advantage of that leg. He was able to get through, trip him up, and now it's J Rod with control, and it's now Corey Hollis that may well be conceding.
Working on that leg now, and those legs, the most powerful part of the body, and J Rod utilizes them a lot. We could have a submission here. I know it will take a lot for Corey Hollis to submit, but J Rod has him right in the middle of the ring.
Now Corey Hollis, though, a lot of fight in this young man. I don't think he knows yet the potential damage that he could be doing to himself by some of the risks he takes, but a lot of the young people don't understand that when they get going, but that is sometimes their advantage.
Absolutely. And now just putting those boots to the back of the head of J Rod and maintains control with that leg. That time J Rod now with the head scissors and trying to stay in control.
J Rod rolls through, he's on top of him, and he's got that head, and he's now bashing elbow after elbow. Doesn't have good positioning, so he's not getting full effect out of that, but still doing damage to the top of the head of Corey Hollis. Goes for that big kick, roll through right there, has him hooked.
Obviously, Corey Hollis did his homework.
Big handful of tights right there. I don't know if you saw that, Ben Masters.
I saw it. He grabbed those tights and rolled him up, and Corey Hollis is the winner. We talked about the great scientific ability of this man at the beginning of this match, but don't forget the part where he is Jimmy Raver proved he'll do whatever he has to do. He just proved it.
Well, crowd who was solidly behind J Rod, you saw a little bit of appreciation, applause for Corey Hollis. May have been with a handful of tights, but we can't deny that was one heck of a wrestling match, and that is what's on the marquee. Professional wrestling, it's what Rampage Pro Wrestling is known for. The National Wrestling Alliance historically has been known for, and to this day, and we just saw a great example of it right here.
Yeah, we're not afraid to call it wrestling.
Not at all.
Corey Hollis,
may be entertaining and it may be sport, but it's not sports entertainment.
Absolutely. These guys are wrestlers all the way through. The winner's Corey Hollis. More action, including NWA World Tag Team title match coming up for RPW. Don't go away.